Hey guys, Top Pops here, and today has been a long day. A fun one, but definitely a long day. The day that I'm filming this is Christmas, so this morning Noah and I edited and filmed our entire Christmas video, and now later in the day I kind of wanted to go more in depth on all of the things that I got today. Because it really was some amazing Funko Pops, as well as a couple other things as well that I got from people, and I wanted to show them off a little bit better because there were so many things going on in the morning, it's hard to really go into detail. And now I think the first two figures that I want to show you guys are the ones that my grandpa bought me, and let's start with this one here, which is the creature from the Black Lagoon, and there are a couple different versions of this pop, but I think this one here might be my favorite, just because it's the classic look for him. And if you guys are wondering what the other versions are, I believe there's a black and white one, metallic, as well as glow in the dark, something like that. And if you've been watching the videos recently, I really have been trying to get more of the monster figures, so it was actually really awesome that I was able to get this one today for Christmas, because it is a really nice figure, and if you guys want to check it out on the back side here, well, let me name them first. I have Dracula, Frankenstein, the creature from the Black Lagoon, and then is that it, or do I also have the Wolfman? I'm looking down here. Okay, well, I also have the Mummy, and then I've got the Invisible Man, but he's not on the back of the box because he's technically an exclusive. And if you guys want to check out the common set, there it is there. And if you guys are wondering what year they came out, it was back in 2014, which seems a little bit earlier because that was like right before I started collecting. So these ones came out before? That doesn't sound right. Like really quickly, I was able to get the Invisible Man in stores. This one came out in 2018, so a couple years later, but is there another one? Not really, I guess not. Huh, maybe it was then. You know what, now that I think about it, I think the exclusive set that came out a couple years later was the ones that I would remember in stores, and then these ones would have been like right before I started collecting. And seriously, they are some really nice figures, and that's why I'm going back and trying to get as many as I can. And then the other one that he got me was this right here, which is Roodles from the Funko shop. This one was limited to 3,000 pieces, and I didn't know that this one was limited, and I remember when it came out on the Funko shop, I was like, I've got time. The other one took forever to sell out, and then it had that 3,000 piece sticker, and everybody bought it right away. So I missed out on it last year, but at least I was able to get it for Christmas. And Grandpa, if you're watching, thank you so much for both of these because they really are some nice figures. And also, I want to take this one out of the box real quick just because I want to see this figure a little bit closer up. And also, now that I'm looking at this box seems to be in like perfect condition. I don't see anything wrong with this at all. Even the sticker placement is pretty good. And if you guys want to check out the back of the box, it actually has the like Roodles logo. If you guys want to see it, it says like extra spicy, and I think it's really cool that Funko does that. Now, something that you couldn't see inside the box, but as soon as you take it out, you can, is the lid for Roodles. You can see up here that he actually has like a bit of a design up here, and it's the same one from the back of the box, and it says extra spicy, and I think it's really neat that Funko added that. And then just in general, this is probably my favorite out of the ones that they've made because I know it's not back here. There was a Funko Shop exclusive, which was spicy oodles, and then the normal one, which was just like, I guess, like a cup of noodles, and they both really look good, but I mean, the way they did kind of like the chicken face mashed into the actual cup of noodles, I really like that. Oh, and this is something else that you wouldn't have seen unless you took it out of the box. It is the logo on the back here that says hot. I like it. And now I guess the next thing we'll get into is what Bailey got me for Christmas. I know, but I think it's a funny one. And if you guys want to check it out, it is this right here, the Gingerbread Ramy, and I'm so glad that he was able to get this for me. And this is one of those ones that I was actually really surprised that it came in before Christmas because I'm pretty sure it came out at like the beginning of the month, something around there. And if you guys have never seen anything like this before, this is a Youtooz, and I don't do many on the main channel, but over on my second channel, I show them off all the time doing videos. I try to do at least once a week, and this one is a really nice one, especially because it does come with the gingerbread cutout that you can use for an actual Ramy gingerbread cookie. And I haven't actually taken this one out of the bag yet. I wanted to save it for this video here, and I wanted to see what the cookie cutter was like and how nice it is. And you know what? I really do like that Youtooz pink on the front there. It's pretty solid. Like, if you guys are looking a little bit closer up, they really did make a solid cookie cutter. And then if you guys want to check out the side, there it is a little bit better. And then on the back side there, I mean, there's not much going on. It's also not focusing very well because my face is right in the middle of it, and I apologize. And then taking a look at the actual plush, you can see here it is here. And this is a nice one, especially because it does have the bow tie on, and then just in general, it looks like a gingerbread. Oh, and also, I know a lot of you guys like to see when I show off the tag, so if you guys want to see what it looks like, there is the Gingerbread Ramy right there, and then when you open it up, it says, thanks for collecting me, as well as all of the, you know, like legal stuff. And then on this side here, you can see who designed it, which was Castro, as well as Ariel Ma. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Oh, and actually, I can't forget, Bailey, if you're watching, thanks again. Now, I think next up here, let's get into what my mom and dad were able to get me, because there was a couple really cool figures here with the Princess Leia Bouche as well as the Emperor Palpatine. And if you guys were able to watch the last time I went over to the flea market, you would have seen these in that video, because apparently when I was looking around, my mom was also kind of like listening to see what I was interested in, and she picked them up for me. So Mom, if you're watching, thank you so much for the ones that you were able to get, because seriously, these are some nice figures. Especially because both of them are in their blue boxes, and I am trying to get as many blue box Star Wars Funko Pops as I can, and these are two that I definitely don't have. And looking at the Princess Leia Bouche a little bit closer up, it really is an interesting character because they haven't made a Bouche Princess Leia since when? 2015, the year I actually started collecting. Well, that's not 100% true. I started collecting in 2014, but then I kind of like seriously started collecting and making videos on Funko Pops in 2015, so I started to get more figures then, and I think in like 2014 we maybe only had like 5 or 6, something around there. I kind of just put them in my closet, none of them were in their boxes, so I don't know if you can really count 2014, but I did have a couple Pops back then. And then with the Emperor Palpatine, this one actually came out a year earlier, and if you guys want to check this one out, it is definitely a weird one, especially because of the way the eyes are. I don't know, they look really creepy, and they don't normally do like the red underneath them, but when they do that on a Pop, it looks a little bit scarier than usual. Because when it comes to a Pop, they don't really put a lot of detail into their eyes, so when they add like the eyelids as well as like the lines under them, it's a little weird. And this Emperor Palpatine figure right here really does have that classic Funko Pop look, and I seriously do enjoy that. And Mom, Dad, if you're watching, thanks again. Oh, and then the other two figures that they were able to pick up for me were Crypto the Super Dog as well as the Professor Farnsworth. And I don't know if I talked about this one in the hunt, but I really do enjoy it. Because I have a couple Futurama figures in my collection. Let me figure it out here. I've got Bender, I've got Golden Bender, I've got Fry, I have the Zoidberg, but he's purple. I forget what it's from. It's like the alternate universe one, I think, and then that might be it. Something like that. So it is cool that I'm able to get another one in the collection, especially because these are definitely some older figures, and I want to say maybe like 2016? Yeah, 2016. I don't know how, guys, but I was right on the money with that one. And if you guys want to check out the back of the box, here is the other characters in the set, and this is Wave 2, so we don't have stuff like Fry, Bender, and Leela on the back, but still, some nice figures. And then the other one that we've got here is Crypto the Super Dog, and this one actually worked out really well. Actually, all of the figures that I got this year worked out really well. I didn't have any of them, and they seriously are nice ones for the collection. And Crypto the Super Dog is really neat because I have Ace the Bat Hound, so this is like a nice addition to like that duo. I like it. Like, I'm really just thinking of like super dogs or like super animals in general, and I'm hoping that Funko does make more stuff like this in the future because I know that they made a mystery mini set a little while ago. I say a little while ago, it was probably like 2016. And if you guys don't know the set that I'm talking about, it was where it was the villain or superhero and then it came with like their animal counterpart, and I'm hoping that Funko makes more Pops like that because a lot of those ones we only ever got as mystery minis. And so Crypto the Super Dog, I believe, was in that set, and this really is a nice one, especially because he does have that Superman dog tag on, and I like it. And then the last kind of collectible thing that my parents got me was this right here, guys, another Funko product, and it says Journey from the North Pole game, and it's from the movie Elf. And if you guys want to check it out, here it is right here, and I really do like this unique box. And now we're not going to be playing this today because it's a full-on board game, but if you guys want to check out the back of the box on how to play, there it is right there. And I think my mom also mentioned this was available on Amazon, so if you guys want to pick it up, check there. And now I know I said that I wasn't going to be playing the game, but I did see that there's like a Buddy the Elf figure on the inside, and that's like the player piece, and I want to see what it looks like because I can't tell from the outside of the box. All right, everybody, so we've got the lid off here, and let's see. Oh, this is a lot smaller than I expected, but yeah, if you guys want to check it out, this is the Elf figure that I saw on the outside of the box. I'm gonna be honest, I thought it was a little bit bigger, but it still is pretty cute. And if you guys want to check it out, there it is right there. And I mean, come on, that's small, but I like it. I think it's because of how small the actual box is for the board game, but it's still nice. Okay, now let's get on to what Noah was able to get me with Emily, and they got me the AT-AT versus Tauntaun Microfighters, and this really is a nice set of Lego, and I kind of want to build it right now with you guys, and it is 200 pieces, so it might take a bit, but I think it could be fun. And don't worry, guys, I will be speeding this up as quick as I can, and oh, it's a thumb tab. Great. I completely ruined this box, but whatever, it's going on the shelf anyway. And just like that, everybody, the Microfighters are done, and they didn't take that long. I think each one was about 15 minutes, and I really do like the amount of detail that they gave these things, especially because these might even work with like a mock if you wanted to use them, maybe put them at like a really far distance to make them seem like they are far away. And then when it comes to the Tauntaun, this pretty much is like life-size compared to the minifig, so this really isn't that bad if you guys wanted to get a bunch of these. I don't know how much it was because it was a gift from, of course, Noah and Emily, but I mean, with the amount of pieces that there are inside of here, I would say maybe a $20 set, something like that. And just overall, I think that they really are some nice Microfighters, and I might even try to get the other one in the Series 8 set, which is the Han Solo in the Millennium Falcon. And actually, my dad and I just looked at that one the other day, so yeah, I'm probably gonna get it just to complete it. If you guys want to see which one I'm talking about, it is set number 75295, and it's at the bottom of the box right here, and it doesn't look that bad. Oh, and again, Noah, Emily, thank you so much for the Lego because it was a lot of fun to build. And now everybody, we've got two more figures that I want to go through today, and they are both figures that I've been wanting in my collection for a long time, coming in from my Uncle Mike and Aunt Beth. And now I'm looking at both of them here, and if you guys saw yesterday's Christmas video, you would know what they are, but I think we're going to start with this one here, which is the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer Bumble. And now something that I found kind of interesting about this Bumble here is that if you look on the back of the box, there was only originally 3 characters that came out in the set, but then with my Rudolph that I have, and I grabbed it just to show you guys, you can see that there are actually 6 characters on the back, so maybe this one came out a little bit later on, like not back when they first released. Because I'm looking at the bottom of my Rudolph here, and it said it came out back in 2013, where on the bottom of the Bumble, it actually came out in 2011. So this one here is the original Bumble, and that's why they don't have the other 3 on the back of the box. And I did think that that was kind of interesting because I've never seen that before. And of course I've seen this on new sets, but I didn't know that they did it with the original Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer set, so I thought it was kind of interesting. But I digress, and talking about Bumble a little bit more, I really do like this one, and it's kind of funny because if you look at the glam shot on the side of the box, it's close, but it's definitely not the same. And if you guys want to see it, there it is right there. And if you look at the 360 right now on screen, it's similar. And now that I look at it, it's the same for Rudolph, but I still think the Bumble looks really great, and I love how they made him look fluffy without actually making him fluffy, and I feel like this would have been a great character to make flocked, and I don't think they ever did. And I know I talked about this before, but I'm hoping that Funko does make more Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer figures. And now that I know they kind of did expand the set already, maybe it could happen. And I mean, mind you, it was like back in 2013 that they did it, but you never know. They could still have the license for it, and I'd love for them to make more. Well, actually, before they make more, I should probably try to complete this set, and I mean, Bumble is one step closer, so again, Uncle Mike, Aunt Beth, thank you so much for this one. And now, everybody, the next figure that they were able to get me was a crazy one. This is from the Box of Fun of this year. It's limited to 3,000 pieces, and I wasn't able to get a Box of Fun this year, so to get a figure that I really wanted from that set really is crazy. And this one here is the Freddy Funko as Wolfman, and we were just talking about it earlier, how I want to get more of the Universal monsters, so this is definitely a nice figure to add to the collection. And now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get all of the Universal Monster Freddys, just because of how expensive some of them are, but this one was seriously one of my favorites, so thank you so much for getting it. And something that I really do enjoy about this one versus other Freddy Funkos is that Funko actually changed up the head sculpt, where normally they would do it where it's just kind of like a different paint job on the top, but for this one, they actually gave him fangs as well as kind of like dog or wolf ears. So this right here is definitely an interesting one to have in the collection. And again, Uncle Mike, Aunt Beth, thank you so much for getting me it again. Well, hold on, not again. Thank you so much again for getting me the figure. You know what I mean. And well, anyways, guys, there you go. That is everything for today. And thank you to anybody that got me anything for Christmas this year, because seriously, it was an amazing Christmas, and I hope that you guys did enjoy. And if you want to see more from me in the future, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that. But this has been another episode of Top Pops. Popsters, thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow. Oh, actually, guys, I'm taking my thumbnail right now, and I totally forgot to mention that I got this Kraft Macaroni and Cheese sweater from my mom. Both my grandpa and I got one. And if you guys want to check it out, there it is right there. I don't know why I forgot to mention it.
Whoa, I'm a big bag hunter with the bow. She got a big bed, number drop it low. Mama called me and she happy with the grow. Never ever fall for a party that's a no. Just pop the Kenny about a million options. So just talking to stop doing agreement. I'm rock arenas, bringing the peace. I'm bumping that park in the car, pretending I got all the eyes on me. Got a bad baby and she's independent.